My name is Matt Boots.
I'm Angel from Angel's Clubhouse.
And I'm Ho from Green Lounge LA. And this is The Struggle. What was the name of this song that she did? Because you gotta shout your cousin out.
With it. With it. I remember it was something get with it, hit with it, shake with it.
Got you into music initially.
I just grew up in it. Like, my pops was a producer, and my dad did the production route, I did the rapping route, so I was always trying to, like, hit it.
I see you've been trying to work with a lot of artists.
Definitely. Yeah.
Why? What's going on, man?
You know what? I started as an artist myself. I'm still an artist. Go by AJ the Great.
Than that, even when you was young, running around being a knucklehead,
Right.
and then when you got older and started making money hustling, you realized that the people that was hustling and making money didn't go by the rules that the other people went by.
Jay to LA. What's good, people? How you feeling? My Instagram is T_time_the lion. My Facebook is Shakita Thomas. Shakita like the sticker on the banana. You won't forget it.
All right, so there you go. Y'all feel the energy. So let's get to it, man. Thank you for coming today. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me, bro.
You very much giving off Leo vibes. Are you a Leo by chance?
Of course, August 17th.
Man, somebody needs attention today. Let's hit her. All right, so talk about Chiquita the banana, though. Is it true you was in the Army?
Of course.
So when you say you got a stick, you mean that shit.
Yeah, I had him.
What was you doing in what was the Army like for a young black female, for real?
You know what? It's a good experience, but also it's going to teach you how to be strong. Like, it's going to take you from here, and it'll take you there if you let it make you strong mentally. It can break you down, but it's there to build you up. And it is a little harder for, us being a black
I got a
female.
question, and I think every dude want to know this one. What was it like that time of the month when you feeling not your greatest, and the nigga yelling at you, "Give me some push-ups"? Like, nigga, I'm finna stab you, bro. What was that like? Take us through that shit.
Oh,
like, on tea time?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, PT time.
That's all
What
I'm
was
about
that
to get. I'm
PT
about
like?
to give you PT time. Like, getting up at 4 a.m. and having to do PT and... oh man, you're so tired, it's so cold, you in pain, you gotta run like 6 to 8 miles.
Oh yeah.
Work out like crazy. It could be cold or it's too hot. And then like it make you strong, but I'm proud of every black female that was in it with me. Any female, you ain't gotta be black.
What was it like to have to compete against the men and cause there's a big conversation a lot on the internet, dudes, girls, that shit sound immature to me, but it really do. It's like it shows to me that our mind state as a whole, as a collective, is still very immature.
Right.
But to put it all on the line now, y'all all get guns, y'all all get to do the push-ups, do the pull-ups, you all got to run, and we finna drop all you right here.
Right
Go
now.
get it. What is it? How does the male counterpart treat the females in that aspect?
We family.
Okay.
We all family. Like no man left behind. That's the motto. It's always a battle buddy team, always a battle buddy system. And the time that we have to spend together, being out there, going away from our families, all we have is each other. So that type of bond and that camaraderie is something that I would cherish forever.
Right.
I've built some great bonds. It is not like about male and female because you got your name on one side, it say U.S. Army. You take them periods out, it says us, Army.
Right.
We all fighting for the same cause and the same mission, and we all trying to get back.
Right, real talk. I have a brother who was a staff sergeant in the Marines.
Nice.
And he has his battle buddies and shit. And I swear, I'm his brother, but that's his brothers. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that difference.
Yeah,
you feel
it's
me?
never gonna change. Everybody
Real
has
shit.
their place, but that love, like you pee, eat, sleep, shower, everything together. We're together, just there. So it's a little different. It kind of reminds you like a brother and a sister.
Yeah. So you go to do that, and now you're going to be on the South by Southwest tour?
Word.
No, we ain't finna have no mass shootings and shit, right? No, first black mass shooter. You ain't gonna have that, right?
No, I don't.
Right.
No, I'm about peace, love, and life, baby. I don't.
Okay. So what's that experience like for you right now? Because, that's popping. That's a popping tour.
This is my first time being able to go on the South by Southwest tour. I was trying to get on Rolling Loud. And I was responding to a message that was posted by a guy named Scott Morris.
Okay.
So by responding to his post, I got a message from a number that said he was Scott Morris. It cost this much for the spot for Rolling Loud. Screenshotted it, sent it over to the guy in the Instagram that I've been trying to reach, the real one.
Okay.
Finally hit me back. If I didn't almost get scammed, I wouldn't have been able to get in touch with dude. So I'm not getting the Rolling Loud, but I was able to get plugged in with some other opportunities through the real Scott Morris, who I've been trying to reach for a couple months. So that's how I was able to get the South by Southwest tour.
Shout out to that scammer.
Shout out to that scammer. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? He's probably doing really good, like on a back end way, really good promotion for Scott Morris, because he's plugging with a talent, right?
He's bringing, because people, they'll look at the comments and see people who putting their name in there and everything, and then they'll go to the page and be like, okay, we finna get this because they really want to do it.
Damn.
So I had made a video like, watch out for this. So anytime I almost get scammed, I always make a video and I post it.
You know the world has got savage when you trying to scam niggas from the street.
Man, who's really grinding, that take it serious.
Savage.
Yeah.
You
They're
feel me?
everywhere.
Because like I deal with a lot of artists, some up here, some working their way up here, right?
Yeah.
And some of them really from the street.
Yeah, they are.
You feel me? So you trying to scam some? You better have life insurance.
Word.
Yeah, it's a popular trend. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it is.
So you're doing a South by Southwest tour. What kind of energy you on right now? Like
the lion, fire.
All right, look here, Simba.
Fire.
Look here, Simba. Just to make this known, Leo's right on the zodiac sign. Y'all be acting like y'all the most dangerous sign.
We're not.
I was gonna say that's so cap. It's a Sagittarius.
I don't.
We
think
got
we're
a
dangerous.
bow and arrow, and we have horse. We gonna stump you out and shoot you. We
Y'all
just
can
saying.
have all of that, and y'all can go up with the bulls, with the Tauruses. Y'all can have it. Go ahead.
Yeah, we gonna have stuff.
ahead.
We gonna
Y'all
cut a piece of
crazy.
their ass off and eat it.
Y'all crazy.
Man, don't play. So y'all see her energy. That's why I love it. So check this out. Southwest tour is not where you're stopping. There's a rumor that Miss Chiquita with the banana is gonna be on Inc. magazine. Is that what the word is?
Word. I am in a running to be Inked magazine cover girl right now. I'm currently in 6th place. So 1st place you get $25,000.
6th place. That's how they feel.
Oh, it's 57.
They better put some respect on her name, huh?
There's 57 contestants. I'm 6 out of 57
Bless.
women.
All right.
So let me throw another number out there, because the more votes I get, that's how I'm able to get them votes to become 1st place.
How can they vote for you?
So the link is in my bio on my Instagram and my Facebook. All you gotta do is click that link. You can vote every day for free once, and if you want to vote multiple times a day, you gotta put a little bit of Uchi Wallies down on it.
Yeah. Put your money where your mouth is.
That's right.
Say la vie. That's life.
Mm-hmm.
So as you keep doing this, why are you doing this? Why, for real?
It's a dream I've had since I was a kid.
Why? Is it for the attention? Is it for the fame? Is it for the bitches? Is it for the niggas? Is it for the money? What is it for? Why?
It's something that I feel that's in me that has came from my ancestors and my family
Hold on.
members
Did this nigga
before
go to
me.
church? What you mean this came from your ancestors? Hold up. This. Why do you say you feel like you deserve this from your ancestors? Tell me. Talk to me.
It's something that one of them or somebody wanted to do that they didn't get to do because of the opportunities and the times. So I feel like it got passed down to me to live out what it is that they were supposed to do, because I have so many talents and I have so many ancestors and I'm tapped in, but I see it when I sleep. I've been having dreams since I was a kid. I was raised in the church. I've always been, doing dancing and performing, and my mom used to be like, come on, Keita. She put on a song and make me rap the whole thing to the end all the time. And we would have some good fun. And I enjoyed it. And I used to be in the marching band. I've been doing music since the 6th grade. So it's in my blood. My uncle, who just passed away, may he rest in peace, he was the first one to put drumsticks in my hand and put me down in the band room when I was before the 6th grade.
Okay.
And I'll be in there with him. So my dad used to do music, my mom.
So
and it goes.
Let me
down
ask
the
you
line.
this, right? See how centered you are about what is your music about, though?
Stories, life.
What are these stories about?
Struggle, hurt, pain, happiness, love, sex.
Okay. So being complete, because that's every spectrum of emotion I think you just covered right now.
Pretty much.
And why are we covering these energies? Because, emotions are frequencies of energy. And we learn this as musicians, right? More so than the person watching, right?
Yeah.
So as we learn about frequencies and we learn about like 440 hertz and stuff like that, and how we can actually heal people through music, do you actively, consciously be aware of that and implement that?
Yes. When I got back into music, when I got out the military, I didn't know what to do. So when I started doing music, it kind of like saved my life. So how I do music is whatever emotion I'm feeling at that moment, that's the type of music I'm making within the vibrations, the colors within the music, and then what I write, and then how I deliver it. So if I'm feeling up here, it's gonna be up here. If I'm feeling down, it's gonna be a little dark. And if I'm feeling in between, it's gonna be like a mix.
But what is the main thing, right, that is your real cause? Because like Bob Marley was the people, Tupac was the people, Nipsey low key was the people, right? What are you talking about? What is your cause?
Mental health awareness and being comfortable with who you are.
Why mental health?
I am a mental health advocate because I deal with that myself on a daily.
What do you mean?
So I have PTSD. I am bipolar, manic depressive. I don't feel in between emotions. I'm either up here or I'm down here. Okay. So I work on the in between balance. I've went through a lot of mental stuff, trying to, take my life and little stuff like that. But if I can come out of that dark place that I was in and I use music to do it, I want to be able to heal. Because I've done a couple of shows where I've had people in tears and the music wasn't even on no sad stuff. It's just me putting the energy out there.
You know what's crazy? Although I don't do music, I'm a creator. And everybody goes to a dark place, right?
Yes.
And that's where I find God. And I don't mean like I get on my knees and pray. Like I find the power that he didn't stored in my DNA.
Yes.
And then in that darkness, I become a God. But only under that darkness do the God in me come out. So like, talk about that for you. What is that like for a musician? Because I'm sure like everybody that's been in the darkness felt what I just said. They know very much that you turn into a Super Saiyan. And then you have a clear path. You say your intention. You have your mantra, your manifestation. It vibrates to your whole being. You're like, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm doing what I just say.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm like that all the time.
Like what I just say. All right, I said what I said. I meant it, right? So what is that like for a musician though?
For me, I take pieces of my life and I created this Tea Time the Lion. I want to say like a character, but that's like my inner being of all the multiple personalities I have, and to kind of just push that out. So when I'm on stage, like I'm free. That's the only place I can feel I could just be and just let it all out. And then they gonna feel it, giving out that energy. And I want them to suck that in and take in, okay, I wrote this. I make all my own music. I make all my own beats and I write. And I mix and master. And sometimes I want to kick back and sit down and have somebody else, you get on them boards. Well, I could just go in here and just do my thing and just let it out because it'll help and heal the next.
Let's
my
ask
life
you this,
purpose
Lion. Let's ask you this.
Yeah.
You're a lion, right?
Yes, sir.
What about music scares you?
What comes with it, the people and like social media. It's the social media aspect.
What about it?
You can't really have like a personal life. Like everything you say and do, move, where like it's gonna be out there. You could put it out there as something positive and they'll put it like I just seen something with Neo and they was like, oh, looks like Neo's with another woman, look like he's on a vacation or a vacation. If he is, so what? That's this man's business. He all the way not even in America and they blasting him. But people can't just go and just be. And be free, like they still normal people. Well, they got a lot of money. They in the limelight, but
it's funny
I don't
though,
like
right?
all that putting all your business and stuff out there on social
here's
media.
The thing.
Like
okay,
this.
So here it go, right? Here it go. This is funny, right? You say mind your business, right?
Yes.
They investing in you. You are their business.
I get it. To a certain extent, it's boundaries. You know what I mean? Like
okay, so mental health, right? Boundaries, right?
Yeah, it's boundaries.
So what is the thing that you would suggest for like up and coming artists? Because it can have like even though you work 10 years to be an artist, it does one night happen overnight.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like what is one thing that you use to create boundaries for yourself? She had to laugh at that. Beside a pistol, nigga.
I don't even carry those no more.
Was that a disclaimer?
I don't carry those anymore, guys. Okay? I'm a different person today. I'm an earth angel. Peace, love, and light.
It's better to be a warrior. If that's what you are in your heart.
I am. No, we're not gonna go there. Not
Who said that? Wasn't that Confucius? Anyway, I read too much. But
I love reading.
yeah. So tell us, what is the boundary process for the lion? Because y'all like to do whatever y'all want.
Yeah, I just protect my energy because I move around a lot and I'm open. I'm a free spirit, so I just have to make sure I keep my energy protected. Because I talk to a lot of people. A lot of people talk to me. A lot of people come up to me.
A lot of people say protect the energy, but that's just like saying I'm a real nigga. It has so many meanings. Yeah. What does that exactly mean when you say I protect my energy?
Everybody has a different way of protecting their energy.
Fair
what
enough.
It is, what you believe in, whatever that is, you reach out to that. Whatever that religion or whatever you use, whatever come with that, you use that to protect your energy. Me, I'm marked up. My life path is number 9 with the third eye in the middle. I'm an earth angel. I got it here. I wear crystals. I do tarot cards sometimes. Sometimes I have to kick back on that because it's too much information too fast.
Yeah.
And I'm not ready for it.
Yeah. No, honestly, I wear ankhs in my ear,
nice.
Black ankhs, because it's for discipline, for structure, you feel me? And I'm a fire sign. Mm-hmm. So structure ain't my thing. I'm used to doing what I want when I want because I'm a god, right? So like,
that's right.
You feel me? So like, I can understand that, but like a lot of people are, and I don't want, as we gain truth and knowledge, reconnect with it, we turn it into just like commercial. So when you say, for me, when I say protect my energy, I don't get around people with that resentment energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel me?
You're not gonna get anywhere with that.
I really would go about, like, if I listen to you and it's you talking too much about how somebody's stopping you, I'm not gonna not fuck with you because you down. I'm gonna not fuck with you because you blaming somebody else for you being down. You don't even see that it's you, my nigga.
Yeah.
So like, that is what I mean by. So is that similar to what you mean by?
Yeah, being self-aware, but knowing what your purpose is, like what are you there to do, and you can see what's going on around you. So sometimes you might have to just kick back and read the room and kind of scan and tap in to try to feel the energy out in people. Because you can tell if somebody walking by, you be like, ooh, like you just got chills all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It could be good or bad. You just never know.
Yeah.
But once you tap into it.
The crazy part is you do know because your gut ain't never lied. When your
That's your
gut said
intuition.
it was hungry, it was hungry. When your gut said it had to shit, it had to shit. There was some shit around this motherfucker. But nah, that's facts. So as you do all of these things, tell us, what are you doing next? What next shows beside the tour that you intend to do? Where we going? What city?
Okay, coming up February the 24th, I have a show. It's the Black Love RVA birthday bash. My mom has a clothing line. It's called Black Love RVA with her and her husband Tony, and it's his birthday. So I'm headlining the show, and it's gonna be crazy on the 24th. So I'll be in Virginia, and I'll come back from there. I got a lot of stuff going on out here. Because the South by Southwest tour is in Austin, Texas, which is in March. Okay. But I'm booked all the way to the end of March, and I just got put on with the show on the 21st. That's supposed to be out there in Venice, right? Right. About. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm everywhere.
Look, I hope you're ready. Look, I'm going to be honest. I normally do not talk about my events on my podcast because they're two different entities.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, I'm a businessman, people. And I understand that the independent artists don't get promotion like that. So instead of complaining, I went and provided it. Word. Right? Because isn't business problem solving? Yeah. Ultimately?
Yes,
that's
it
what
is.
It is. Okay, so if you're going to be here for the people, you can't say, oh, be there for the people and not be there for the people. Yeah. So, okay, so that I normally don't talk about it, but we got gold weed at these events.
Great, because I want some.
Yeah, no, I literally tell people, look, welcome to the weed of the gods.
I love gold.
And then I also tell people, like, we stole this shit from Zeus. Because that's how it looked. Watch. And then we got diamond weed, and then of course we got the Husta Rob OG. It's blue. It is beautiful. Nice. It's like sapphire. Like, I feel like I be smoking gems and shit. I'm telling you,
I want some of that.
I'm telling you, I think my credit score goes up when I smoke that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, check them out. Dust Luxury Cannabis. All right. On Instagram. For real.
Gonna have to.
Let me ask you this, and I've been doing this lately because I think it's important.
Okay.
Okay, because like it's Black History Month, right?
Yes, it is.
And somewhere on Instagram, there's a young Black woman. She may not be normal or what society calls normal. She may feel out of place, but she may need a mentor to talk to her right now. Can you talk to her and give her some advice before we go? What would you say to the young woman who may be going to the Army next, who may be doing her first real big school South by Southwest tour? What would you say to that person?
I love that. What I would say is do what makes you feel happy. Do what makes you feel whole. if you feel it in your heart, whatever you feel in there, you push that out, because when you love you first and you accept you for who you are, regardless of what's going on around you or what anybody say to you. I'm a walking advocate. I come from a really hard background, so this energy here has been worked on and has been built, and I figured it out. So continue to walk in your purpose. Pray to who you believe in. Keep yourself centered. Take time to yourself. Self-evaluate. Sit down, take a bath, read a book, smell some lavender, sip some tea, rosemary, and just kick back and chill. And also have your support system that you can call when you are feeling down, or you do get discouraged, or you feel lost. Because confusion is of the enemy, and that's not what we want. God is in your heart. He's everywhere. So when you start to step in your purpose and you put your feet down and you get up and you open your eyes, God gave you another chance, another day to try it again and be better. So you keep on pushing and you keep on going from T-Time to Line.
Hey, you heard it from the lion's mouth, literally. So before we go, right, a lot of musicians deal with frequencies, right?
Yeah.
And we talk about how you got to protect your energy, right? Energy's a vibration, right?
Yes, it is.
Well, interesting enough, I was watching on YouTube, because I be going to YouTube University, you feel me?
Oh, me too.
You feel me? YouTube
but
University.
I learned a lot from YouTube University. It's free. What? You better go.
It says that the universe itself resonates sound, like it has its own tune. Mm-hmm. So it's funny how black folks say, like, you've lost your soul, you're not in rhythm, you're not in tune.
Yeah.
So I think we should all be more cognizant when we say that. So be more in tune with what's around you, with the people around you.
Yeah.
And the best tune is unity. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we love you, we respect you, we appreciate you, but we out. Peace. Go. So
plain and simple.
Thank you for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
Appreciate having me here.
You're actually one of my. You're my very first author.
Wow.
Which is good.
Wow.
You know why that's good?
Why is it good?
Because they say black people don't read, but how is that possible if we write books?
Man, we definitely read somewhere.
I mean, I didn't make that cliche.
Right,
I'm just saying it was once said at one point in time.
If you want to hide something, put it in a book. You want to hide it from a black person, put it in a book.
Yeah, that's facts. And then
same thing,
right?
Right.
So talk to us. You've been doing book tours, and you're planning one now, right now?
Yeah, I'm in the process of planning an LA book tour. Currently, it's going to be next month. I started this month. We have a book signing. It's going to be on the 13th next week. It's going to be in Redondo Beach. It's going to be Redondo Beach. It's called the Neighborhood Coffee and Tea Shop.
Neighborhood Coffee and Tea. Shout out to Redondo Beach.
Redondo Beach. We're going to be out there. It's right there, right in the beginning of right when you walk to the doorway of the mall. We're going to be up in there. We're going to have doing another podcast, actually.
Okay. Speak on it.
We're going to be, I'm going to be getting with my boy, shout out to the Hood Postman. We're going to be doing the Hood Postman, Melly Mill.
Okay.
He's going to be interviewing me, him and Rennie Loke. They're going to be interviewing me down there. We're going to be selling books. We're going to be signing books, talking about our story. Myself, as well as my little brother, Lil Man, and also Jonathan Lomar. He's going to be on the tour with me. So
you lining these books up?
Line them up.
You booking it.
I'm booking it.
No pun intended. Fuck it. Right. So as you're doing all these shows, of course, there's some literacy awareness that comes along with it, right?
Yes.
So as people read these books, and if they aren't familiar, we got the books right here. Check it out. Your boy got the Gangsta Jake. You feel me?
That's the part 3. That's the third one.
Peace Treaty
2017.
We also got the Gangsta Jake, the end result of a snitch.
That's what started it all right there.
You feel me? The very first one, you feel me? And then we got the Nyere Jase, Gangsta Jake, and this is 2, if I'm not mistaken, right?
This is 2, yeah, Path to Terror.
Okay, so there we go. So if I'm pretty sure people are familiar with urban books. And if you know, then you know who I'm talking to.
Right.
So what was the passion of writing these books? Because a lot of these books, right? A lot of the urban books deserve to be on Tubi, and some of the shit on Tubi needs to be taken off. But talk to us. Where did this come from?
Well, this came from actually out of boredom.
Okay.
Being incarcerated, I actually done 12 years.
Stop, please. You start writing urban books in jail?
Yeah.
Just like the ones you was reading?
Yeah. I wrote them because I got tired of reading the books that really I didn't really like the ending.
So the most famous book in jail for urban books is Dutch. One of them.
Yeah, yeah.
What was your take on it? Remember, it's a 3 series too. It's a trilogy, I mean.
It was kind of, I can't even remember a whole lot, but I remember the court scene or something like that, and people got to dying. There was some crazy stuff going on
in the court.
It was too crazy. It wasn't realistic enough. And I know it's a fictional book, but it just wasn't realistic. So
you talking about when he went to court and then she shot dude or whatever?
Disappeared or came back or something. I can't remember exactly what, but I was like, man, I wouldn't even.
A little too fantastical, huh?
I read that, and I read Quan Gangster and True to the Game. Those books made me.
The Coldest Summer, Coldest Winter.
No, not the Coldest Winter.
Okay.
That's just a soldier.
Yeah.
But I read True to the Game.
Okay.
Gangster by Quam.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of him? And also Be More Careful made me want to write books. So within those books.
So Be More Careful was the book that got you in the game.
Well, it got me want to become a writer.
Okay.
But it didn't really get me all the way in the game. But I just kind of got in the game. Like I said, out of being bored. Just the last year of incarceration, just got tired of being in prison. I was like, man, you know what? Let me come up with something for this last year, man. I was just burnt out. I was down for like 12. I was down for like 11 years at the time on a 14-year sentence. And I was just like, man, one more year to go, man. I just got burnt out on, just programming and just doing things. And I was like, man, let me just start writing, doing something different, something I can try to maybe fall back on later. Just, next thing you know, stories just started translating. People start reading them. I started letting people see what's up with them, and they start liking the stories. And it was just like, hey, man, just keep going with it. One sentence.
Where's the end? Like, okay, so you're from LA, right?
Yeah, from LA. Born and raised.
Do you use some of the LA experiences to kind of make it more authentic in the book?
Definitely.
For as far as the storyline, because being incarcerated dudes are, believe it or not, read a lot of books, and they gonna be like, hold on, you couldn't have did that if you did this, because when you do a lick, they do the semantics and they real symmetrical. Like, hold on, that don't even line up though, bro. Like,
oh yeah, people be breaking me down about my book. I'd be like, wait a minute, man, the book is fiction. They'd be like, the streets don't match up. I'll be like,
how does that make you feel though?
I'd be like, man, it made me feel good, but then that way I'd be like, man, hey, I just be feeling like I don't really have no type of feeling about it.
Because from one angle, right, they're totally invested in your piece of art, right?
Right, I appreciate that part of it.
They went over the board, right? Like, man, you should have did this and it. But you're like, hold on, stop critiquing me. My job is done.
Right.
I got you wanting. I got you critiquing my book. Like, so.
But
it's a mixed emotion, I guess you would say. Is that what it is?
Definitely, it's a mixed emotion. But it's crazy, man. This book been out for quite a while. It's been out for years, man. Over 15 years. And out of all the time, I only had one person that I met to my face that didn't like the book. It was a little old lady. I had done a book. I was on a book signing tour.
Grandma didn't like it?
Grandma, for some reason. And the cool thing about it, she was actually a fan of it, but she didn't like it for some reason because she heard me I was on the radio station, KGLH.
Okay.
And she was like, and then I had a book signing at Dr. Milligan bookstore over in Manchester and Normandy.
Okay.
And she came, she listened to the broadcast, and then she came in, and she was like, yeah, I heard you on the radio station earlier. She was like, yeah, them gangster books. She said, I ain't trying to hit none of that. I was like, damn. It was like real, like just trip for her to say it and break it down. But I was like, I mean, it's indelible because, like I said, I never really had a lot of people not complain about the book. So when Grandma was doing that, it was like, damn.
She a fan, but she didn't like it.
Right. She's like, but you keep it up. You keep up what you doing, though. But just try to change it a little bit, just like, how we would.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Because I'm familiar with this series.
Right.
Okay. The first one.
First one?
Yeah.
That's the third one.
I said I'm familiar with the first one.
Right.
So, everybody has to sit down. This is California. It's a police state. So I read some, right? And like with these books, it's really good release for, I would say, troubled youth, people that's incarcerated, like another form of changing, right? Yeah. How much of that is true for you?
Well, man, I really changed with these books a lot, man. I ain't gonna lie. When I first wrote the first one, it was like, it It's about a serial killer, snitch serial killer. So, you know,
A snitch serial killer.
Yeah, snitch serial killer. So I really had my mind.
Those are a lot. That's rampant these days.
Right. I really had my mind set on, you know, being on that path. Well, not being a snitch serial killer, but you know, I got told on. I was on some motherfuckers got on the witness stand and snitched on me. So I kind of had it in my head, you know. I'm like, man, let me sit and write about that. So it was kind of like, I kind of wrote it because of that, man. To be honest, just to be mellow and be smooth and not want to get out there and just act on it. I figure. Let me do something positive.
Let me ask this, right? Because some of these books, when you read them, it kind of alludes to the fact that you got a pass, sir. I'm not trying to go there with you, but you be like, hey, this nigga a little too authentic, pimp. What you been doing? You had that moment when you're in the book, honestly, and you be like,
well, you know, a lot of
for you to talk like this, bro, like, cause they like Stephen King, they say that this nigga must be crazy because of the shit he write. Like, so how much of this is actually something that you've rubbed elbows with and seen? Cause you went to jail, so it ain't a far stretch to be think like.
I did go to prison.
I hope these ain't confessionals. Not playing.
No, hell no. One thing about me, I would never go out that way.
Like, you know, what was it? What was my boy OJ when he said, "If I would have did it"? It ain't one of those moments, right?
No. I was just looking at OJ today. I commented something on his page. People was blowing it up. Well, they was hitting it up, kind of cool. But I said something like, "Juice is actually 100% innocent" or something like that. And I said, "Y'all must don't believe me in your jury system." But yeah, man. As far as the book, man, I kind of just stay on the subject of things I have done, not, you know, just to keep the gears turning, man. You know what I'm saying? So I use names of the homies. I use streets that I know, you know.
No, you just said the name of the homies. That alludes to you have homies.
Yeah. I do got homies.
So you've lived in LA before.
I lived in LA, definitely. Yeah, I'm from the East Side. I'm from 51st and Avalon, which is where the Five Trays are from. I'm originally from Five Tray Avalon, you know, member.
Hold on. So, hold on. We on rapping some shit here. Hold on. I got to turn my chair around. No, because now we got to get into it. Now we talking. Now we cooking with Crisco grease. You feel me? We cooking with Crisco now because there's a lot of statistics out there. I don't know if you're familiar.
Right.
But I heard a lot of them when I went to school, right? And one statistic we heard that most people who go to jail don't come out and become nothing.
Yeah. Recidivism.
That if a nigga given a chance, he wouldn't change if he could. Right? Have you heard these?
I heard the first one. I didn't hear the second one.
Okay, so that's they didn't say it directly. That's why they made a term called recidivism.
Recidivism, right?
Right? Because they want to make sure they get a return on their product.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right. Yeah.
So from a guy who lived on the East Side, went through his problems. I don't even call it a problem anymore. I think because
situation. It's a situation, a scenario.
It's almost like, man, it's kind of like your manhood. Like when you go out to your rites of passage, you're gonna go out, you're gonna do some dumb shit, you're gonna go to jail, you're gonna learn your lesson, you're gonna come back to the community, and you're gonna provide for the community. So like that's kind of like the stage process of a man in LA, right? Because you got to go out there, you got to provide for yourself. It requires you may have to sell something, steal something, whatever, right? So there's a lot of statistics out there. With that being said, there's a lot of statistics out there that says that once you go down that road, you can't be nothing else. Or it's going to be hard for you to do that, or hard for you to get a job. But so, interestingly enough, you didn't even come out for a job. You created a whole new lane. You wrote books.
Yeah, I tried a job, man. I mean, they found out I was working. They found out my background, and I didn't get fired from jobs because of my background. You know, that's just where it is.
So how does it go from? Because all right, so you got rappers that change their life and they used to gangbang and they still like have their ties, but they're legit businessmen now and they're doing their thing. But this is different. Like you had ties to the street, but you're an author.
Right.
Like there's a certain level of being astute, of vocabulary that you require. And there's a lot of planning to keep people into a book, like, you know what I'm saying, keep them engaged in the book. So there's a lot of thought that goes through this. Talk to us about being a street nigga that becomes an author.
Right.
On street shit.
Right. Well, I never really been into, I know they blowing me up trying to get it, but they be all right. Yeah, I never really, you know, was a real sharp person when it comes to school and education and academics and all that. And I just kind of turned to the page from just being regular to want to write a story by just having so many stories inside me. And, you know, want to let them out in different ways and, you know, hit different different people and areas as I do it. And the Gangsta Jake story was originally supposed to just be one particular story that it ended up evolving to several stories based on people pressing me.
Right. What you gonna do? Yeah.
Yeah, man. I didn't never want to be a writer. I just done it just because I was bored in jail, man. Just to try to write something up.
Another situation where you find your calling in jail. See, I was talking with someone earlier in another interview, and they was telling me and it's unrelated, but it kind of is related. She's an artist or whatever, and there's a lot of artists. Sometimes they go through depression or a dark place. Mm-hmm. And I was saying to them I've been in a dark place too. I create content, so it's different from we all creators, but we're in different lanes, and there is a dark space. And I said it's funny that when I get in that dark space, that's when my God mode turns on all of a sudden. So like you went in the dark space and created a whole new lane of writing books, and that's your God mode, your lane that you in. How much does that free you mentally and emotionally?
Well, it really free a beast, man, because in my case, I mean, once I wrote it, then now I want to put it on film. Now I want to see it out there. And that's a whole nother era of drama, of grit, of perseverance. So it's like
it's another path of learning.
Like, damn, you done wrote one book and now you're doing this. Now you done went from this to that. But it's a good thing though. I relish the moments to be out there on the grind. To do these shows like this, and just to take it to the next level. So it's like it's a sport to me, man. So,
so 70s baby or 80s baby?
60s.
60s. Okay.
68. I was born 68.
Okay, so you almost to the third tier of a generation of like 1-2 generations ahead of me, right? Almost to the third, right?
Okay.
So from everything we done seen in LA, East Side, West Side, don't matter, right? We've all had we had to experience it, right? Now you were a guy that was, on that side of town or whatever. You're an author. So at one point, there had to have been a moment where I'm not about the hood. I'm going to go and do this. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people, rappers included, have to make that transition too. Yeah. And usually there's some blowback about that, or maybe there's some weariness of doing that. What was that like for you personally?
Well, I'll be honest, man. I never really experienced it because I'm really still connected with my community.
Okay.
There's a lot of things in my community that I really enjoy, really love about it. So as far as, we got a lot of kid programs in our community. We got a lot of high school programs. So it's not just about the gang thing. The gangs are still there. Them the homies there. But it's like, I'm not engulfed like that to the bad part of it. If anything, I'm there to help, separate the drama from the good from the bad. So
you know what's crazy?
So just to answer, not to cut you short, but so to answer your question, I never really left it, to be honest.
To be honest, you know what?
I said it's not there, but I'm still there.
You know what's crazy? Because talking to you, right, and we talked about this behind scenes.
Right.
Just like there's good cop, bad cops.
Right.
I think the community is now getting to see that there were good guys, bad guys, no matter what gang they were from.
Right. We talked about the Mazzucchelli thing, right?
Yeah, because look at Tookie himself, and I was incarcerated during that time. Right. His son was on our yard, so we had to lock the yard down.
Okay.
I was in Calipat at the time when that happened, and I remember dudes waiting to the last minute hoping Schwarzenegger would sign that paper. And they had comments about it. They was like, he really just holding it against him because Tookie beat him on the bench press.
Right, doing the weight.
And that conversation that night was prevalent. On
the whole yard.
Yeah, I was on the 4 yard. There's the 280 and niggas is talking across the tier and, it's getting talked about that night. It wasn't just Crips hoping that he was alive. There was real life Southsiders like, hey, that's fucked
People
up.
Didn't want to see Tookie die.
They didn't want to see him die. And what was interesting was this man wrote children books. Now, he could have wrote any kind of book. Right. He could have wrote a couple of these.
He could have wrote some gangster books like me.
And you know what I'm saying? He could have talked some stuff, but he changed, right? And then now we have you, right? Writing books, and you have changed.
Right.
How important is that to
change
for that to get out? That type of behavior to not just be an anomaly.
Well, change, man. You got to become changeable, man. If not, I mean, you never go and grow to the next level. Even me, like we talked about earlier, I changed within my books. I changed within my writing because, as the first book, it's about a serial snitch killer. It was all about killing snitches. The second one, they was on the run, but the third one, it really brought it back. It became a story of this guy want to stop gang banging in America. It became a story of him want to put a gang truce on to stop people from dying, to stop this over 50-year war that we've been experiencing. It became a story of history, relating history about, different scenarios from ones go way back to the 60s, the slavery, the Black Panthers, I sprinkled Jews all the way through there, all the way up to the latest part where I was able to write, even past that to where this book's been out for quite a while, but I wrote stuff like as far as the screenplay, because as I told you, I transitioned the books from this
to the real thing.
I actually have a trailer and everything with this too.
Yeah, which one?
The series.
Where can they check that out at?
Actually, they can't. Well, I'll probably drop it on my page tonight though, the trailer. But it's something that I kind of
we gotta get out.
Yeah. I worked it up. Because I put it out there before, but I just it's kind of like something I've done. I filmed. It was a learning experience that I got from the filming, and it took me to a point of where I'm at now to learn and going in the right direction to get this TV series filmed, shot, and the whole level on the right level. I got to do it right this time.
Talk to us about it. Talk to us about the movie, the TV series. What you doing with that?
With a TV series, it's just about the books. It's about a hardcore game.
Are they gonna stay true to the book though?
Right. They gonna stay true.
Because us book readers, when we watch the movie,
right,
the main thing we want to see, let's see if he really do this. Oh, he did. He did it right by the book.
Right.
You feel me? So are we staying true to the book?
And I am I have to stay true to the book because that's the only thing. That's the only way that the story is going to stay authentic. I mean, I've had people that had this project want to water it down a little bit. I mean, I've turned down money dealing with this that I could have had, this put out there in a different way. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. I'd rather go with this. So I have been staying independent, and I don't know if I might have made. Well, I feel like I made the right decision. But this book is about, as I mentioned, it's about a hardcore gangbanger named Gangsta Jake who declared a national peace treaty among the Bloods and Crips. But he basically entailed consequences of death for those who chose to go against it. Unlike the other peace treaties in 92 that we had, we talked about peace, we talked about getting together. Next thing you know, we was back hanging out. Next thing you know, we back killing each other.
Well, it was well documented that the police had a hand in that.
Absolutely, it happened. No matter how it ever happened, it happened.
Yeah, it happened.
But you're right, because they came to the Avalon Gardens busting on people in the projects when I was.
And what was crazy, right?
They really had a part in it.
As a kid,
yeah.
Now, when I went and had to become a man, because I ain't gonna lie, going to jail helped me find myself.
Right.
And I'm hearing OGs talk about how, like you talking about in the gardens. I'm hearing OGs from '60s talking about how they came over there and tried to make it seem like the Hoovers and the A-Trays did it. And
they done a drive-by in the Avalon Gardens.
And they was telling how, and the A-Trays and the Hoovers is talking about how they tried to make it like the 6-0s did it, and like they was dropping bodies and.
They perpetuated it, man.
And I'm like, damn. And when you hear that, and you're like, damn, that's some more Rick Ross type shit.
Right.
Like what they did with Rick Ross.
Remember, not to cut you up, but it's just a fictional story that I just came up with. It's just a theory that Gangsta Jay came with to stop the war.
The beef, yeah.
The beef. But, I mean.
Who knows?
Readers, check it out. You might like it. But
yeah,
ultimately, it stopped the war. It stopped the gang banging.
I think, since we're going to touch on that subject, might as well touch on it. I think it's already stopping.
Right. You believe it's coming to a halt? Well, definitely. If you look at the numbers, I mean, back in the days, it was what, about 1,500 people dying a year, and it's down to like 300-400. So
I think it's dying. One, because you got people believing in spirituality and leaving the church. So as it's hard for you to be spiritual and still vibrate on that low vibration. Two, people like Nipsey, Burner Boy, and different people like that who came from the streets but are entrepreneurs now, and they homies really got it. And people say it's more gangster to be a business owner and be free than being real and in jail. Those two things simultaneously happening in the community right now is what's killing it.
I think it's killing it off, huh?
Yeah, because you'll see a blood in the crib in the car ready to jump you.
Right.
Real
I mean, we get along in prison. We get along in the pen.
Yeah, because that's another thing. Like, I don't know why that was kept so secret for so long. When you go to jail, the color lines drop.
Right. Man,
And I ain't just talking about the county. I'm like, when you go,
the pen.
you go to the pen, them color lines don't matter no more, bruh.
I mean, the prisons I've been to. I mean, I can't speak of every prison, but the ones I've been to the state, I've been to the feds. I've been to several yards in the feds. I've been to several yards in the states. Everywhere we go, we get along with the Bloods, Crips, and everybody. We eat with them. We kick and chill. I mean, it's been a minute since I've been in prison too.
Yeah.
Maybe about 5 years. It ain't been that long.
Right.
But, I mean, I tap into people in prisons all the time. I'm on the phone with them all the time, with the homies in there. So it's like, I mean, you know, it's like we get along, man. So
yeah.
what's the beef about?
Yeah, but then out here, it's like we don't.
Yeah. It's
okay.
Crazy. And we won't.
Okay. Let's stop faking. Let's keep it 100.
Keep it 100. Keep it G. Keep it gangster.
Okay, so with that being said, I got to ask this, and I've been asking this from a lot of people I interview. Let's talk about it, right? There's a kid probably watching this, teenager, grown man, for the young East Side boy who don't know his calling yet, but he ain't been to jail yet, and he thinking about doing a book or maybe filming some content.
Right.
What would you say to the little homie?
I would say do that book or film that content and skip jail, because ain't no fun in prison. Ain't no fun in jail. No. I mean, all them little rap musics and all the little girls and all that you like to be around, that's over. So,
well, ain't too many women in prison.
No, ain't no women. ain't no women. That's right. So, unless you get a female
CEO or something.
CEO, and that's rare, man. That's rare.
And somebody already got her.
Yeah.
One of the OG homies got her
and
already.
They end up getting fired and be gone. It's just like, it never really works. So it's like the best way to go with this life is just do the right thing, man. Try to do the right thing as much as you can. I mean, I encourage people to do that. I mean, you know, you do what you want to do in life, but just try to give it the right way first. Because hey, if I could, I wish I could turn it over. That's actually, it takes me to my the next book I'm working on. It's actually called Hindsight is 2020.
Okay.
It's
clear vision.
Right.
Gotcha.
Clear vision. Clear vision. And it actually highlights my life, my struggles, me in prison, on the street, and it takes you over scenarios of where I went this way, but then I go back in hindsight in my own mind, ways I should have changed it and went this way. That's why it's called Hindsight is 2020. So yeah, be on the lookout for that too. So yeah, I'm just working, man, trying to get this thing going in the right direction. I mean, but I'm really focused on this filming, man. The filming, I didn't got kind of into it, sprung into it.
Okay.
Within my mind.
No, because filming.
Yeah. It's coming. Filming is it, man. Content.
I was going to say something.
Yeah.
I was going to say something, right?
Content is king. It's coming, man.
But I like to keep quiet. So I'll just tell y'all, keep your eyes open. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Keep your eyes open, man.
Keep your eyes open. Because I don't want to be revealing stuff. But most important, today, I hope you guys learned one thing, that good guys come and heroes come, not always with a cape. And as you can see, today we interviewed Mr. Nyere. And who knew that a gentleman that once represented and still part of representing a number, a block, and a color can actually get you to read. Now that's a hell of a transformation. That's an example of turning lemons to lemonade for sure, most definitely. So you go ahead and support the book. Either you read it freely now, or when you go there, you'll recognize it. But
right, absolutely.
So check your boy out, ladies and gentlemen.
Book tour too, man. Don't forget LA book tour, man. We're gonna be turning up for the next month, March. We're gonna be doing some stage performances based on the series.
Okay.
We're gonna be doing stage performances, so y'all come out, check us out, and then we're also gonna have myself as well as my little brother, Lil Man. He's also Arthur. He just came out with a book that's called The Opposite of a Square. My other homeboy, Jonathan Lonemeyer, which is Murdoch, he just dropped he been having a book for a minute. He got a couple books out. And man, we on the LA book tour, man. You know, we try to promote our products.
Get that LA book tour for sure.
You know, we trying to do what we do. Remain, great leaders.
Now, where can they buy it from? Are you on Amazon?
Yeah, I'm on Amazon, Barnes and Noble.
Okay.
Check me out on.
You know what? Send me the link.
Yeah,
because we're going to support small black businesses and definitely an author.
So
find the link in the description. I will put it there.
If you want the book, you can Google me. Go NYERERE JASE. You can put it inside the Amazon search link. Google me on, check my story out, man. Google me. Check me out on Amazon or check me out on IG.
Yeah.
Check me out on Facebook. Nyere Jase. I'll be there. And I got some great stories. You guys take the time to read some of them. You'll love them. But more importantly, don't forget about this book tour. I need you guys' support. Next Saturday, the 17th, I'm going to be out in Redondo Beach. I'm going to be at the neighborhood coffee and tea spot. Come out there, check me out. Come purchase a book, you guys, because, hey, this is basically a fundraiser, man, because we're on the path to get this TV series shot by all means necessary. We're going to get this dough to make it crack, and we're going to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So you guys support equals my success, our success as people, period, man. It can be tough sometimes, but hey, we remain vigilant of what's happening.
Absolutely.
All opportunities is here, and we definitely perseverance and make it crack.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, make sure you read the book because you want to make sure you get some game. Because at the end of the day, you want to keep your circle so small the squares don't fit.
Right.
But as you know, we love you. We appreciate you. We respect you. But we out.
We out.
Peace.